we all have attachment styles, or ways of connecting with people around us. And these attachment styles, we picked them from our childhood, mainly from our caregivers or people around us. We all have them, and they are not disorders. I'm repeating, attachment styles are not disorders. These are patterns that we pick to cope up with the surrounding, to cope up with our interactions. Now, if you grew up in a certain environment or you grew up in a certain surrounding, you're going to develop a coping mechanism based on that surrounding you grew up in. Now, those are the attachment styles, and we all have them. And there are 4 types of attachment styles. Today, we are going to start with the anxious attachment style. Now, for the anxious attachment style, this originates from individuals who had parents who are inconsistent. There's a time they're attentive, there's a time now they just neglect you. It comes from parents who are disconnected. It comes from parents who are overbearing. So they developed that attachment, that anxious attachment style, so as to cope with the lack of safety and security. Such individuals actually, they always want connection. They always want to be close to people, but are afraid of abandonment. They're always very clingy, but are afraid of abandonment. And some of the signs of anxious attachment styles are they are always clingy and needy, but again, they feel shameful about it. In relationship, they're always very clingy and needy, but at the end of the day, they still feel shameful. You'll find most of them asking, hey, is this okay? Oh, I hope I am not nagging. I hope. Yani, it's like they self-sabotage, but you can see their neediness. They put other people's needs above them. These are actually people pleasers. And one key thing is it's always very difficult for such people to create boundaries. Very, very difficult, because for them, they have to please the other person. Every other person around them comes before them. They always give their all to the other person. Basically, we can just call them people pleasers. They overthink every social interaction, like as in any social interaction. Hata inaweza kuwa it doesn't mean anything, it's just a meetup. They'll overthink that social interaction. These people, yani hapo ndo wengi wao unakuja unasema by the me I'm an overthinker. My people, overthinking, that is something you should be aware of. Don't just say you are an overthinker. It is not a disorder, but it is a pattern that you develop to cope up with something. As I had said earlier, they fear abandonment, but they are very, very needy. Another one is they are very possessive and jealous. Why? Because, you're afraid this person might actually leave you, and because of that neediness, they are stuck there. They are very possessive and jealous. And then lastly, they have a high level of emotional needs. As in, these people rely on validation. Now, again, seeking validation in a relationship is not a bad thing. Seeking validation from your partner is not a bad thing. But for these people, they take it further. It's draining. These people, they seek constant reassurance. There is no self-confidence that, they are actually, they deserve to be in that position. You have to constantly reassure these people, so it kind of gets draining for the partner in the relationship. These people are very afraid to be alone. People who have that anxious attachment style are very afraid to be alone. Now, the first step to healing is being self-aware, being aware of your attachment style. If your attachment style is anxious attachment style, then you'll come and realize you subconsciously regulate your emotions through other people. You yourself, you can't handle it on your own. Like it's like you rely on the validation of other people. Utakuja to realize most of the time, you keep on asking people, hey, is everything okay? Are you okay? Because you are used to pleasing other people. You're used to putting other people first before yourself. Now, once you are aware, once you've known you put people first, how can you deal with your attachment style so that you can make it secure? So that, because this is a coping mechanism from an inconsistency of lack of safety and security. So to build that, start building relationships outside your romantic relationship. Start having a life outside your romantic relationship, because you are also an individual. Unaona, Don't think that having a life outside your relationship, usikae unafikiria, oh, this is going to hurt my partner. Oh, no. You need that. You need to be an individual. You need to validate yourself. You need to emotionally regulate yourself. You don't need other people to help you regulate yourself. You don't need other people to validate you. Secondly, consciously plan to do things alone, things that you yourself enjoy, not what you've been told people are enjoying out there, or following what people enjoy. No. Look inside and see what you enjoy and do it alone. And on that, build on, like, every day do some small acts of self-care. Every day, do small acts. They don't have to be big things, just small things, so that you can build that self-confidence. Build that self-confidence to believe in yourself. Thirdly, break that pattern of seeking validation from your partner consciously. All these things, as I said, you start with awareness. So everything you're doing has to be conscious. So consciously start breaking that pattern of always seeking a validation, always seeking reassurance from your partner. It won't happen in a day. These are practices that now you have to consistently do them. Fourthly, practice direct and clear communication. Stop assuming things and creating your own stories. That's what is leading to overthinking. Stop assuming things and creating your own stories. Practice direct communication. My people, direct and clear communication. Give people, and this is a very important one, give people space and time to respond to your messages or calls. Don't go into your overdrive, your overthinking, your jealousy. You are there assuming things are happening just because they haven't hawajashika simu or they haven't replied to your message. Everyone is going through their own things. Now, when they haven't replied, is because they can't reply. Don't go into overthinking or anything. Remember, you're practicing direct communication. The moment they'll call, you can ask whatever you want to ask, but don't assume. Don't blow someone's phone, or don't start getting mad just because they didn't respond. Give people space. And while you are giving people space, tafadhali, give yourself some space. You don't have to be clingy, you're needy. Convert that energy to yourself. Give yourself some space. Number 6, before entering any relationship, please observe more. Words have to align with the action. If the words are not aligning with the action, take a step back. Don't just jump into things just because you've been given some affirmation. Because most people with anxious attachment styles, these people always fall for words. They always fall for affirmation. They always fall for validation. They forget the action. So, tafadhali, observe more. Before you enter a relationship, observe more. The words have to align with the action. And lastly, and very important, allow people to be disappointed with you. Allow people to be in a bad mood without you feeling the need to help, without you feeling the need to solve that situation. No. Allow people to be whatever they want to be in that moment. If someone is disappointed with you, let them be disappointed with you. You don't have to solve anything there. It is up to them to solve it. They are the ones who are disappointed. If someone is in a bad mood, don't feel that need that, hey, now you need to sort so that they cannot have a bad mood. No. Allow them to feel. Allow them to be in a bad mood. Focus on yourself. My people, heal. Heal so that you can develop healthy attachment styles. Heal so that you can develop secure and safe attachment styles. Heal so that you can develop healthy interactions with, in your relationships or with people. My people, heal.